past week has been one of the most tumultuous times in recent American history, not just in one place, but all over the nation. And as you just saw, our own Mark Henry participated in the protest in Austin, Texas, and he's joining us right now from his home. Thank you so much for coming on the show here with us today, Mark, to join in this conversation. I'm just going to go ahead and pass the mic off to you guys. But Mark, can you tell us just a little bit about how you're feeling right now with everything and what you saw during the protests?
Well, Renee, I'm not a complain guy. I'm a solution guy. And I really hope that out of this, the regular person can walk up to the police and say, can I help you? And they say yes. That they say, please record this for me. Like, help me if you can. Rather than get the hell out of here, turn that camera off. And my family, we all went down and we protested. We walked. It was peaceful. You can see my kids with their signs and my wife, and they had a good time. And it was black, white, Hispanic, Asian, Indian. It was a melting pot of people just wanting right. And I was very happy.
Punk, what about you?
Well, I think people talk about the need to have a conversation, and I'm a white guy. I'm not here to pretend to understand how Black people feel. I don't think it's my place to tell them how they need to react. This country has a problem. That much I know. I'm here to tell the white people, you need to listen to your Black brothers and sisters, and you need to understand where they're coming from. It's hard to try to walk in somebody's shoes or try to understand where they come from. But this country, there's almost two Americas. When I get pulled over, I'm nervous I'm going to get a ticket. I don't want to live somewhere where, Mark, if your son gets pulled over, he's worried he's going to get murdered. So I'm just here to tell white people, you probably need to shut up more, and you certainly need to listen more. There is a problem. And the paradox is the only way to deal with intolerance is with intolerance. If you are a white person, you more than likely are privileged. Use that privilege and support your Black brothers and sisters, especially now, because we need it. We live in a time where hatred is stoked at the highest level. And I don't like things I see. I do what I can to stop it. And I think I'm hopefully using my voice for good. But fascism and racism cannot win. And if you're struggling to try to come up with a way that you can help, the easiest way to help is combat that intolerance with intolerance. There's no room for it. And how I relate that all to myself, even though none of this is truly about me, is the first tattoo I ever saw in my life was a number on my grandfather's arm. And he rode a horseback towards Nazi Panzer tanks. And now it's 2020, and we live in a world where the president says that Nazis are very fine people. And you can't walk that back, and you can't tell me he meant something different. If you're white, use your voice, protect your Black brothers and sisters, and protect the people who this country was not built for. They may say it was, but everybody has a different experience. And just listen more.
Booker, what's your reaction to the state of the world that we're in currently?
Seeing something and feeling something is two different things. You can see someone die, and you say, oh man, such and such died. But if that person was your brother, or your mother, you feel a certain way about it. In this incident, But George Floyd, it seemed to spark, so many people around the world, and it's all was due to, I think, leadership. You had one cop, and then you had 3 other cops following. I think we as human beings, as Americans, we need to stand up and not be followers, but be leaders. Be the one that's going to stand up and say something when they see something. And I've been in that position before. I've been in a business where I've been the 1% in the room most of the time, and don't think things haven't been said in front of me. And it was up to me to say something. And if I didn't say something, I was neglect. I was the one in the wrong. So I say, to everybody out there that's watching this, if you see something, say something. Be responsible. Don't be a follower. Be a leader.
Well, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to be able to share your experiences and your opinions on everything that's going on. I think it's really important for us to be able to use our voice in this platform. And a big thank you to Fox and to FS1 for allowing us this time to talk about the situation. Stick with us, guys. We've got more Backstage coming up in just a moment.